Hi guys, how's it going? And so this time we're going to be working on VPC monitoring with Flow Logs. And yes, so this is supposed to be, I think, number 6. Oh, this is part 7 on the, interesting. We're at part 7 already. All right, so we're going to do part 7 of the networking or VPC related projects. And so the next two would be accessing VPC, SD from VPC, and then VPC Endpoints. All right, we're going to learn about VPC, EC2, and CloudWatch. All right, awesome. So far, this is what we've been doing. We build two VPCs, we build instances in there, everything. We're using the fast way to build the VPC so that everything is automatically created. And then we've been using VPC Peering connection so that um, these two instances can communicate, or these two virtual uh, there can be communication between these two VPCs, okay, using the VPC peering connection. And this time we're going to add one more thing. We're going to add CloudWatch so that CloudWatch can monitor the logs that are being collected when these two virtual private clouds communicate. All right, awesome. So this time we're going to use some guidance. I will do on my own, but there are a few things that I need, like I need some details that if you go to on my own, it's just like there. So anyway, let's just get right into it. So first we're going to set up our VPC minute. So we're supposed to create two VPCs from scratch. So we'll go to our VPC, make sure we're our in the correct region. And I'm not really going to communicate much. I'm just going to go through it. The how do you call it? The documentation is already there. You could read, you could watch, you could read the documentation. You could also check it out on LinkedIn as well, but it should be in the comment section of this. It should be in the description of this video. All right, so let's just go straight into it. Two VPCs from scratch. So, let's get the name. I'm doing this so it's easy to remember. Use one availability zone, no private subnets, none. That's it. So we've created our first VPC and it has created everything else. So we'll create the second one. And here I'll call it 2 as well. Awesome. Next, we're going to launch EC2 instances in both of them. Let's open it. Okay. The second one has been created. Now I have two VPCs. Let's launch the EC2 instances. Make sure we use the free version and no key pair. We'll edit this. Nextwork VPC1. We'll enable the ID and we'll create a new security group. And previously we've had to edit the inbound security rules. So this time we'll just add it as well, and we'll allow all ICMP traffic. I mean, we could just say this. All right, and we'll launch it. We did. Okay, cool. We're done. We'll create the next one. Oh no. And we'll add allow all ICMP traffic again. We could just do anywhere. It's the same thing, I guess. And I think, yeah, everything else will leave the same. Shoot. All right, so my lights just went out, so I can't use my external screen, and so I'm just gonna have to. All right, let's just go here. Okay, so we just have to work from here. Shoot. All right. Anyway, we'll launch it. So we have our 2 instances. What's next? Now we'll go to CloudWatch. Where's CloudWatch? Set up flow logs. Okay. Right, so we'll create a log group. There should be a name for it. Where is it? I'll give it a name, VPC Flow Logs, and then create. And next we will, we're done with here. Yeah. Okay, so now let's come to our VPC, and then here, create flow logs. And we have to give it a name. All 1 minute sent to CloudWatch. Nextwork flow logs. Okay, so we don't have this here, so we have to create a new IAM user. We have to create the policy and a role that will allow us to connect. So first we create the IAM policy. We have to go get the code from here. There it is. So we'll create a policy, JSON. All right, so basically this policy says that allow whatever action is going to be down here, and these are the actions that it's going to do. We're going to be able to create a log group, create a log stream. We're going to get a log event. Actually, the details are here, so we could, yeah. We create new log groups in the CloudWatch. It's going to allow us to create new log streams. It's going to also allow us to send log data to log streams. And we're going to see what log groups are in the account, see what log streams are in the group. And then this action above can be performed on any log group because of the asterisk in there. Alright, so next, the policy name should be, that's the policy, and create. Next, we need to create a rule for this policy. So if we search next, that is the policy. So now let's go to roles. I will create a role. We use custom trust policy, and we just have to change the principal over here. So we have to just take this for the principal here. Actually, let's just do that. I will, guess that's it. Yeah, and I'll do next. And then we will add this policy to it, and we'll give it the name. Where's the name? Nextwork VPC log flow log rule. Okay, cool. And we'll create the rule. Now I think we can come back here and we can refresh this, and we will find the rule here and leave everything else as is and create the flow. Cool. Now we're going to test VPC Peering. So first we're going to connect. Let's connect. Now pull this from here and make it smaller. So our SSH connection is working. So now we will just to test it, we'll do ping, and we'll take actually let's see, let me do CMD. Okay, because I think it's one of the things we're supposed to do. We could do ping, and let's take the public subnets from this one. The public IP address. If we ping it, we are getting a reply. We're also gonna, I don't think we'll get a reply from the private one, because it's not supposed to be connected to the internet anyway. So if we do that, we will see no replies. And to say 4 packets timed out, yeah, exactly. And if we try this one as well, we'll take the public IP address. Come on, 4, and that's it. Perfect. So you can see 4 sent, 0 received, 4 lost. Then we can just do ping again, and we're going to ping the public IP of the second VPC, and you see we're getting responses. Right, awesome. So 4 sent, 4 received, 0 lost. Perfect. Now, if we do the IP address, I don't think we need to do it again, but we could ping, and you can see it's not going to work. And the same thing over here. It's not going to work from here. Here I need to give a space first. It's not going to work from here because so traffic is not flowing through VPC 1 to VPC 2. Alright, and that's because we do not have a peering connection set up. Because, okay, first off, let's just look at network ACLs. If we check, let's refresh this. VPC 1 inbound rules allows from anywhere. VPC, the knuckles, inbound and outbound traffic allow everything. Same for, you can see for both of them is the same. Nextwork 2 also allows from anywhere. If we check the security groups, we can see inbound allows SSH. That's why we're able to get in here in the first place and allows ICMP traffic from all. It does allow from all, but it doesn't allow for, well, we've not set up a peering connection, so they can't talk to each other. So we have to go and set up a peering connection first. So let's create a peering connection, and we'll name it this is so long. I think I should have some names here. Yeah. VPC1 to VPC2 is a scepter, and it creates a peering connection. Now we've created a peering connection. It should be working, right? But it is not. Why? Because we don't have an internet gateway. No, I think we do have internet gateways, but our route tables, we need to fix the route tables. Okay. So if you check out the routes, you can see there are only 2 route tables. So there's no routes for them to communicate with each other. So we'll take this one. We'll add it's 10.0, no, it's 10.1.0.0 slash 16. Actually, no, 10.1 is VPC1. So we'll just do 2 instead so we can talk to the second VPC. We're going to call this peering connection. We're going to select this and save changes. Right, and that's for the first one. So now I have to do for the next route table, which is this. So if you check this one, we see routes. There's black hole. I'll explain what it is and what the problem is. But first, let's create the next route. Just do this, add route, and then we're going to do 10.1.0.0 slash 16. Peering connection, save changes. Okay, so normally this should work, but you see black hole over here. And if we see black hole, that means that the peering connection we didn't finish. We're supposed to click on the peering connection and create actions and accept or reject the request. So if we accept the request, look, you see that it should start flowing. And now data is allowed to flow between the two. And so we can see the communication happening. Awesome. We've created a peering connection in the route tables. We're done with this step. Keep scrolling. Now we're going to analyze the flow logs. Awesome. So now we're going to go to log. I'm going to check. Nope. I'm just going to go to insights. Come on. Try before we go to insights. We should still go to log management. If we check log flows, we could see from here. You'll see the logs coming through from here. So you can see rejected, accepted. So then, yeah, I think the rest will be accept, because we allow the traffic to flow through. Perfect. And it's still collecting more. So if we do back to the top, I think the more we refresh, maybe let's refresh again. And there should be more coming through because the ping is still running. You can see there are more log events happening still. Let's see, 45, 45, 46, 46, 47. Okay, so this is the oldest, and so the oldest should be reject, right? Yeah, because you have a bunch of rejections before the accept even started happening. So you still reject, and then the accept started from here. Yeah, so when we finally allowed the ICMP traffic, the communication between them, then the acceptance started happening. Let's see, yeah. So now it's still accepting and accepting. And the communications are just keep flowing and say, let's reject. What happened with the reject? Let's see. Was there a reject somewhere here? I don't see a reject somewhere here. So what happened here? Why are there more rejects? Check out the log events. Okay, so this is going to break it down. The version of the flow, yeah. And then this is the AWS account that created it, which is us, yes. And then this traffic entered or left the network interface. And then the traffic came from the server with this IP address. Traffic came from this IP address. Yeah, this is IP address. Okay, so every traffic that came from us was accepted, but this also accepted, but I don't know where this is from. I'm not too sure. Let's see the 10.1. Okay, it's talking to the private IP. Okay. Then this is traffic went to the server with this IP. Traffic came from here. So traffic came from this, I think is my IP. Let me see. Oh, I think I know what happened. Well, what am I doing? I'm trying to find my IP. Okay, so I think these ones came from, these rejects came from mine. Let's see. Well, they were trying to talk to this. That wasn't part of my ping. 10.1. Ah, yeah. Okay. So these are the ones that are the rejects that I got. Yeah. Makes sense. I understand now. So my ping, like to the public IP address, got rejected, and then some of them also got accepted. So you could see it's a mix between the two. Okay, fair enough. And then we understand. Okay. I guess so now. All right. Next, log insights. When we get to the log insights, we're going to select the flow logs, and then we're going to hit this button, queries. Queries are like commands, yada. Okay. Run the top 10 bytes transfer sources by IP destination. So VPC Flow Logs, return the top 10. And we're going to apply this, and then we're going to run the query. And then this is what we see. These are the results from everything that we started sending from 12:45 all the way till now. And now it's 12:57. 12:55. Okay, fair enough. All right, awesome. So here we can see the destination address. So there's source address, which is the where the traffic is coming from and where the traffic is arriving. So private IP, and then public. The instance 1 and instance 2. So if we check here, we can see instance 2 and then instance 1. And instance 1 was coming to instance 2, and then instance 2 was coming to instance 1. And then this, I don't know whose IP is this, these two. I'm not too sure where these are coming from. Okay. One of EC2's instance connects. Okay, cool. So, okay, so these are probably one of EC2 instance connects IP addresses. Okay. Instance 2's public IP address. Let's see. The public address is 16.28.54, and this one is 13.243. So let's see if we can find them. 16.58. What? It's not here. It's not showing from here. Nope, I don't see them here. But I see the 13 one. 13, yeah, I see the 13. 13244. I see it. Perfect. That's good. And now we're done. And now we have to delete it. But let's see how long has this project taken us. If we look from here, we could see it's been 25 minutes. So it took us about 25 minutes to finish everything. Cool. So now let's delete everything. Awesome. So we'll delete the log group. Yep. And then next we're going to delete the policy. Okay, first I have to delete the role, I guess. This policy will also be touched. Okay. I mean, yeah, we can delete it then. And then we go to the roles and we'll find the Nextwork role and we'll delete that role. Perfect. So the policy is gone. The role is also gone. Next, gone. Perfect. And then I don't think there's anything here. Did we come here? No, we didn't even come here in the first place. So Log Insights. And now if we try to, there's no log group. Okay, perfect. Next, we're going to delete Einstein. But before we delete Einstein, we have to delete the VPC Peer, else it won't allow us to delete. So you could see, we could try and you see. Oh no, don't launch instance. Shoot. If I try to delete them, oh, it will terminate. How come? Okay, it's gonna terminate. That's cool. Well, I think the VPC. Just have to wait for them to be terminated. We're waiting for these to change from shutting down to terminated. Okay. Perfect. Now if we come here, let's see, if we try to delete the VPC directly, I don't think it will work because it's dependent on, yes, exactly, because of the peering connection. So we have to go and delete the peering connection first. To delete peering connection. Alright, and then now if we try to delete, we should be allowed to. Just delete. Perfect. And then I'll refresh everything. Subnets. We're left with the 3 original subnets, and these are default subnets, so yeah, we're gonna leave them. Route tables, everything is gone. Internet gateway, only the default should be here. Come on, internet. Yep, that's the default gateway. And then the peering connection, you can see is deleted. Yeah. Network ACLs. Also the 3 subnets, the original 3, and then the security groups. We're left with the default one that was created. Perfect. Alright, so this is officially over. We're officially done. Subnets, route tables, internet gateways, network. security groups. The VPCs are gone. The peering connection is gone. EC2 instance are gone. CloudWatch group is gone. Right? Yeah, the policies are definitely gone. Yeah, no groups. It's gone. Yes, that's also gone. Perfect. Alright, and that ends everything.